Hello and welcome again. I'm Catherine Young, and this is our channel, Our Courage to Heal podcast. Before we begin, let me just say this. I'm not a professional healer and I cannot diagnose. I'm just another person who has been wounded but guided to receive healing. And now I'm here to share my story with you so that hopefully you too can find your courage to heal and stay on the healing journey. Now, let's begin. Hello, this is episode 9 and I feel quite different doing the recording today. I can't quite fully describe this feeling. It's like I can't believe I actually went through these experiences, and yet I also can't help feeling grateful for the growth because now it's so much easier to let go and let leave. I feel lighter and calmer. It seems harder to stay upset for long, almost like at the very next breath, I just want to let go and move on. So, I can't wait to share this with you. Let's begin. Book 2, The Healing, Chapter 3, Ending Psychosomatic Pain. I experienced a persistent back pain that just wouldn't go away, and by then, I had spent thousands on massage, physiotherapies, acupuncture. Nothing seems to cure it permanently. I suspected psychosomatic pain, a psychological condition that leads to physical pain. So, I went to an energy healing guide to ask for help. And after working hours together, she asked me to do a forgiveness exercise. So, I opened the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono meditation clip and I was resisting it. I could feel my stomach knotting and screaming, "That's not fair." My healer had given me a healing forgiveness exercise and she said it has to come from me asking for forgiveness. I was in shock. Seriously? I did not agree. The more I was put to do so, or rather, the more we went on this topic, I could feel more raw anger. Some of the deepest hurt that I've buried deep came gushing through. And just like that, I felt that intense hatred like they just happened yesterday. Ask for forgiveness? Seriously? They are the ones who bully me. I thought I have done enough healing at this point. I thought we agreed that there's no unfairness, just different paths customized to direct me to healing. I thought I had accepted that life is sweet after all. But this forgiveness exercise is definitely at another level. I could not in any way bring myself to ask for spiritual forgiveness when it comes to incidences with these narcissistic bullies that I had consciously bade farewell and in my mind regarded them as dead. Ask for forgiveness? The more I tried, the more thoughts came. Now, on top of back pain, I felt my heart pounding, heart walls hardening, I felt my heart clenching, and I felt really hurt as a person. I started to push my partner and children away a little by a little each time. I became super busy. I needed more time alone. I felt really bitter. I texted my healing guide my confusion and anger. She replied, "But it does not make sense to me." Have you ever read an explanation that should make sense, yet is still unreasonable when applied to your matter? That's how it is now. I decided that my feelings were valid and I would fight it to the ground. And one day I realized I was still at the same spot, still trying to fight it to the ground. I can't remember when, but I did lose steam and sweep this exercise under the carpet. The whole matter all under the carpet. And just like that, I could not remember how much time have passed since I last visited this topic of asking for forgiveness. And like my healer suggested, experiences would keep coming until I seek forgiveness and closure and learn this chapter. I had to overcome this because at this point, my back hurt so badly I could no longer carry my little baby girl. I flinched in pain when my son tried to give me a surprise embrace from behind. I could no longer carry my own petite handbag. I needed to overcome this pain. I meditated, drew a tarot card, asked for more explanation, and I shut them off after reading. I decided to hide away in my room and live happily ever after with this painful bag. I chased my son away when he opened my door, and soon everyone else. I felt myself hardening, and this would be the beginning of the story of a grouchy lady who is in pain and always angry. Now, it seemed clear to me that angry woman who is rude and a bully had a past. And a part of her was also a victim before, and she hadn't been healed. I shuddered at the thought of being her because I have met her shadows in me. It was bitter. At this realization, I decided to read my healer's text, the cards again, and started journaling. Do the homework. Yes, the homework that our egos were too proud to do. You see, when we were energetically low, like when we were in fear, sad, angry, lost, or hatred, our energies with other hurtful souls matched and we interacted. At that moment, we are all victims of our condition. You are hurt, and she is triggered. And just as we think we are the victims, need an apology to move on and have to fight for justice, she also has an awful experience and confused how you managed to trigger her anger and shatter her peace that day. Know that this is the interaction you both have chosen to partake that day. Yes, you both made the decision to. We could walk away then and deny them that experience, but we choose to experience it. So this asking for their forgiveness is really to apologize for taking part in this incident. There's no right or wrong. It's after all just an experience. Like a tango, it keeps going until one party stops dancing. When we ask for forgiveness, we regain our sovereignty. We regain the reign to our destiny to step out of the experience and to return to our balance. This forgiveness is an apology for entering that space in the beginning, for allowing the experience to unfold. Then we thank them for the interactions, for the chance to experience the episode, growth, and found our path to healing. We then bless them for their healing journey too. And so, this is my interpretation of the Ho'oponopono meditation, and it allows me to meditate. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Wholeheartedly. I'm sorry for entering your space at that moment. Please forgive me for taking part in that experience. Thank you for the chance for me to be led to my healing. I love you and wish you well in your healing path. May you find love as all souls have intended. And this marks the beginning of my forgiveness exercise. This is the most challenging episode to write till now. Even though I need not ask for forgiveness from them in person, as this is simply a spiritual meditation to free myself. I'm still learning and taking my time. Time and again, I can feel my ego taking over and trying to nitpick on the mean things that the bullies have done to me. But I will try. And if every day we sense a little bit less resistance, less tension in our mind and body when we think of that experience. We have sought out forgiveness, and we are a step closer to healing, to finding our inner peace and love. That's freedom. That's power. It gives us courage to live our life the way we should have lived our lives and honor and enjoy our human experience. When we draw in these higher energies that nourishes and awaken our body, mind, and soul, our heart space open and we start to draw in love and compassion, the very two elements that will help us overcome and conquer all things. Love and compassion are empowering and motivating forces far stronger than hate, anger, and fear. Love and compassion are the foundation of healing. They give us strength and courage to not only help us overcome obstacles, but also allow us to daydream to places and things we could have never imagined, and then help us make this figment of imagination into a reality through loving grace and free will. Our life will never be the same again with love and compassion. We are freed, cleared, and purified. We are living with compassion and love. There's no need to hold on to anything anymore. In letting go, we will gain so much more than we ever imagined. We will be open to fresh blessings and new life. We will feel reborn. Dear one, trust that all things happen to serve our greater good. Nothing is wrong. We are just in a process of becoming. Open our heart spaces and enjoy our inner peace within. All is working out just as it is meant to be, even the things we don't quite understand or find hard to accept. When we forgive and feel the first feeling of gratitude, we will know that the perfection of all that is happening in our life. We will feel so lucky, blessed, grateful, and truly loved. Just breathe and know we are enough and worthy of a wonderful life. I hope you will forgive. Ask for forgiveness, tame your mind, and free your heart. It's a wonderful experience because it's going to be so amazing to just be you without the baggage of the past. It's so beautiful. I read somewhere that the Buddhist has this term, the beginner's mind, to describe a state of assuming nothing and is therefore open to everything. In this state, we feel innocent, curious, hold no fixation, and always learning. There's no insistence to have things our way. There's openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. I wish you find this state in you to receive healing and seek forgiveness, to release all these burdens that were laden on your heart, mind, and space. Let this forgiveness exercise bring you out of misery before they manifest into pain and illnesses. Dear one, would you consider letting this forgiveness exercise be part of your lifestyle choice to support your healing? You do not even need to start with the subject. Just open your mind and meditate to, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And let your inner soul bring you to where you really would love to heal. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest before the first light. Stand still for just a minute today and feel the universal power and love within you. Let it bring you home to your authentic self where you belong and feel loved. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.